Have you ever wondered what truly limits us? Is it our physical capabilities, or something far more profound, residing deep within our minds? Today I want to share a story that challenges our very understanding of what's possible. A tale from a quiet corner of the world that speaks volumes about the extraordinary power hidden within each of us. In a small, sun-drenched village, nestled amongst rolling hills, lived two inseparable friends. Liam, a spirited 6-year-old with a heart full of curiosity, and Ethan, his 10-year-old companion, a thoughtful and gentle boy. They spent their days exploring, their laughter echoing through the fields, their bond as strong as any brothers. One sweltering afternoon, their adventures led them to an old, disused well, its stone rim worn smooth by time and weather. As they peered into its dark depths, a sudden misstep sent Ethan tumbling down, his frightened cries echoing from below. Liam, paralyzed for only a second by the horror of the moment, snapped into action. There was no time for thought, no room for fear, only the overwhelming need to save his friend. He didn't consider his size, Ethan's weight, or the sheer impossibility of the task. He grabbed the rough, frayed rope that lay coiled nearby, a relic of the well's active days, and without hesitation, lowered it. With a strength that defied his small frame, with a primal determination burning in his eyes, he braced himself against the well's edge and began to pull. Every muscle in his tiny body strained, every ounce of his will focused on one single purpose. Slowly, agonizingly, inched by painstaking inch, he hauled Ethan upwards until, finally, he collapsed, pulling his friend clear of the dark abyss. When the villagers found them later, both boys were shaken but safe, clinging to each other. They listened in disbelief as Ethan recounted how Liam, his 6-year-old friend, had pulled him out of the well. A murmur of skepticism rippled through the crowd. "That's impossible," one man exclaimed. "A 6-year-old could never pull a 10-year-old out of a well, not even with a rope." Another added, "It must have been someone else, or perhaps he only climbed out himself." They argued, logic dictating that such a feat was utterly beyond a child's strength. No matter how many times Liam and Ethan insisted, the adults simply couldn't comprehend it. It was then that old man Thomas, the village elder, a man whose eyes held the wisdom of many seasons, stepped forward. He silenced the clamor with a raised hand and a gentle smile. "I know how Liam did it," he said, his voice soft but clear. "He succeeded because there was no one there to tell him he couldn't." His words hung in the air, a profound truth, cutting through the villagers' logical doubts. Liam hadn't known it was impossible. He hadn't stopped to calculate the difference in their weights, or to consider the limitations of his small body. He simply believed he had to do it. And because no internal doubt told him otherwise, he found a strength he didn't even know he possessed. This story, dear friends, is a powerful reminder that our greatest limits are often not physical, but mental. They are the invisible walls we build around ourselves, the doubts we allow others or ourselves to plant in our minds. Liam's extraordinary act teaches us that when we silence the voices of skepticism, when we shed the perceived boundaries of what's achievable, we tap into an incredible reservoir of inner strength. Belief, pure and unadulterated, can unlock capabilities we never knew existed, enabling us to achieve what others, and sometimes even ourselves, deem utterly impossible. So, the next time you face a daunting challenge, remember Liam? Remember that the only true limits are the ones we choose to believe. What impossible feat will you achieve today?